OG, we OG. Oh no, G. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to Olo, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to Olo. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Runes is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, is my guy for real, bro?
Real stuff.
Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, lock it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nookies on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me. Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution, ayy. Bitcoin is the one, no substitution, ayy. With Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Gizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What is up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We're live on the Ordinal Hour, and it's going to be very glizzy. It's going to be very glizzy. No, I'm just playing. But, guys, we are about to enter the banana zone. Bitcoin has been pumping. We're up to $64,000. Well, we were, and now we're back down to 63, 62. But, guys, this is just the little bit of sideways that we need, and we're going to start getting 65, 67, 69, 75, guys. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen sooner than you think. Every sign is pointing to an October. Every analyst is calling for new highs. We are now in a rate cut cycle for the Fed, and you're going to see the S&P go up. You're going to see the Dow go up, but you're going to see Bitcoin do numbers that we haven't seen since 2020. You're going to see 2x, 3x. It's going to be so much fun, guys. And I just want you guys to know that we dealt with a bear market, right? We've dealt with, 2022 was hell. 2023 was not good if you weren't in Ordinals. We did okay. We did really good in 2023. But these last 6 months have really shown that, we have to be smart this time. We have to be smart. We have to make sure we're locking in gains. And when I say that, we lock in gains in Bitcoin. I don't give a crap about fiat. It'll never be about how much dollars I have. It'll always be about how much Satoshis or how much Bitcoin that I have. And that's all that matters. To me, anyway. You might feel differently. You might want to leave Bitcoin. I'm going to ride this cycle up in Bitcoin. And I don't care if my Bitcoin is worth 700K, 300K, 150K. I'm holding as much Bitcoin as I possibly can because I just see how the world is going. I see what Michael Saylor's doing. I see what Larry Fink's doing. I see what these big guys are saying and doing, right? It's not about what they say, it's about what they do. And right now they're saying and doing exactly what we all want them to do, is buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can, pump our bags to the moon so we can degen some of the profits we gain into Bitcoin, into Glizzy, into some just ridiculous stuff. Let's go to 100x. 1,000x, right? We're going to take $1,000 and make $1 million out of it. This is the cycle for this. This is the cycle that we've all been waiting for 4 years, guys. This is it. This could be a super cycle that goes 16 months, 18 months, especially if the right people and the right regulation come in November. And I think that's really important. But We have a really good show for you guys today. It's gonna be very chill, very relaxed. I don't have many topics. I'm just gonna shoot off the hip. I got a couple guests with me. Potentially, we could have Block here. Yeah, the Gooseno guy himself. He is the meme lord. We're gonna have him join us, and then Francis. Francis might be calling from his car. We'll see. We'll see. But then I definitely have community member, friend, and just a good person, Rick G, joining us. So without further ado, let's bring him up. Where are you at? There's Rick G. What's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up? How are you? Shizzy the Glizzy.
So is it your second appearance, man? Thank you so much for joining me. Obviously, everyone knows that Yagobi was in Singapore. Now he's taking a little vacation. He's out in Asia, and yeah. So we're just kind of waiting for him to get back. He'll be back on Wednesday. Obviously, yesterday we had Fonzie from Ordinal Revolution, and today we have you and a couple other guests. But thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure. I always enjoy watching you guys getting the alpha and messing around with all the new protocols and the new stuff that's out there. I learn a lot from you guys, so I really appreciate it, and give me a chance to come on here and blab a little bit and see if we can find some good deals out here. Just the Taproot, which is just sold out instantly, just boom, just like that.
Sold out.
I minted mine, like I barely got in. I had my white list. I grabbed it. I'm like, at first transaction said failed or something or whatever. And I was like, God dang it. Did it again. Boom. And then it was sold out. Of course, transaction still unconfirmed, but geez. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. What are they going for? Are they already indexed?
Yeah, I saw a couple that were already listed for 0.01 something another. Somebody posted in Discord just a second ago some screenshots there. So they've already dropped in a little bit, yeah. But they're getting scooped. Yeah, 0.01. Yeah.
Let me take off hide pending. So if I want to get one right now, I'm paying 0.0104.
Yeah.
That's already at what? 10 extra mint price?
No. It was 0.008.
Okay.
Wasn't it?
0.08?
Wasn't it?
I have. Let me see.
I don't know. I just clicked go.
I think it was 0015. I think it was. I think it's 0015.
Oh, 0015. My bad.
It's like an 8x from mint price.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Right. Yeah.
Congratulations to all anyone who really got one. You guys turned $100 into like $700-800 already. So congratulations to you. Talk about a good morning to wake up with if you mint these. I didn't get one. I didn't actually try to get one. I wasn't really bullish on this, but it's looking like I was wrong because a lot of you guys seem very bullish on this, and you can see. It is now 0.015. Now it is officially a 10x.
Yeah.
Okay, one just popped on. So it's going crazy right now. People are selling. People are buying them. You're seeing every 10 seconds there's another sale. So
I think it'll go up a little. I think it'll go up a little more after I think it'll sell off the paper handle dump, make their little money, but I think it'll shoot up even a little bit more. And I think it's a good project. I mean, they have a lot of cool stuff going for them. The art is cool. The vibe, Sharice is real cool. She's been around for a while. The artist and everything, the founder. So,
yeah, man. So they're gonna have a reveal, and what normally happens is people come into these and they buy 10 of them, and they just try to get a rare one. And then when the reveal happens, they sell for they just try to make as much money as they can. If they didn't get any rare ones, that's very, very common. What happens with reveals? So if you are buying now, just know potentially you might get it cheaper after the reveal. That's what normally I do when I buy. I don't buy before reveal. I buy after. But if you are someone lucky enough to mint these, then you might as well just hold because you might get it. You might have a super rare one and not even know it.
Yeah, exactly. I just got the one. I'm not going to sell it until it again pops off, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe come out a winner, maybe not, but otherwise, I think it'll be a good play anyway. So,
100%, dude. So, MicroStrategy buys another 7,420 Bitcoin worth 458 million. They raised another $1 billion. So they're kind of just sitting there. They're kind of waiting for a dip there. So, what do you think about Michael Saylor, man? Just continuously buying.
Dude, it's a great strategy. He's proven it over now the past it's been over 4 years since he started 2020.
Yeah, for sure.
So and people laughed at him, of course. Same with Nayib Bukele. Oh, what are you doing? What Bitcoin? Come on, you're crazy. And now he's like mining this stuff with the volcanic power down there, stacking it up. The country's turning around. MicroStrategy, other what companies are adopting that same program, and again, he's looking at the long term. He's not looking at, oh, this is a 2, 3, 4 year deal. He's looking at, 20, 30, 40 year plan for his, future generations and his future people and things. So I think it's a great plan. The same with DCA. We do it on a smaller scale. I mean, I try to anyway, so.
Yeah, man, 100%. So we get a new chart today from Plan B. Obviously, if you've been watching the show, you know that I believe in the stock to flow chart, and this is something called Bitcoin realized price, and you can kind of see he has this box, and every single time we've gotten to the end of the box, it goes up. Right, so we're here, and it's looking like it's pretty planned out. Like it's pretty perfect to everything else, and obviously this box is a little bigger. So we're getting to the end, and it's almost uptime. How do you feel about the market in general? How do you feel? Because you've been around for a few cycles, right? This isn't your first cycle.
Correct. I got in 2020, right after the pandemic, kind of like around you did, So we watched kind of that, learned a little bit about it. I heard about Bitcoin back in 13, 14, but like most people, just kind of, I wanted to figure out how to get into it, but there was no, it wasn't easy. So I never pursued it. I never pursued it till later. And my buddy who got me in said, just go to Coinbase, so that was it, but but overall, I think this market it's tied to, of course, global liquidity. It's tied to a lot of things with the elections cycles. We're in that 4 year, and then the bigger 18, 20 year, like real estate kind of cycles, and everything's all coming to a head in like 25, 20, maybe early 26. So I think, this is the end of another run up, whether it's a little bit shorter or muted or left translated or whatever you want to call it. We won't know until we get there, but I think we're going to see run up like we do, like maybe with the Santa Claus rally. Into whoever's taken over the White House in January, and then typical, maybe a little bit of up and down springtime, and then 25, we'll see summertime slump. Selling may go away, come back at the full bull run in 25, or is it all over in spring of 25? So again, that's going to be hard to tell. I think sentiment will dictate a lot, and what's going on and things like that, and how what government regulations come into play with, especially with US and things of that nature. So I'm just going to be DCAing out when I hit my targets and the time and or the price. I have some target times, target prices, and then DCA in, DCA out, and then that way I'll never nail the top, but whatever.
I agree. Yeah, man. All right, let's kind of get into the Bitcoin fear and greed. Yesterday was at 49. Last week is at 32. I'm gonna make you guess, Rick. Where do you think we are today?
That's funny because I think I was just messing around. I looked on CoinMarketCap, but I didn't see it. So I would say, because I know that it goes last night, so I would think like it's 49 now.
It was 49 yesterday.
Yesterday, I'm sorry. Yesterday was 49. So I would think it would go. You seem like it would go up, but I mean, I think it's somewhere. I think 52, 51.
Ooh,
52.
Really good guess, dude. 54. That was an amazing guess. So we're definitely sitting at 54. So finally, we're on the other side of the center for the first time in weeks, man. Weeks. We were hanging around 22, 26, 34. Finally on the other side, man. I think we're going to get 60, 70, 80 by the end of this month. And I think next month's going to be in the 90s again. I think we're going to have a really good October. Let's get into that Bitcoin price. Yeah, man. Brought to you guys by the great guys at BitPerp. BitPerp is going to be one of the leading leverage trading platforms. BitPerp is going to do a paper trading contest in about 2 weeks. So you can earn points by just paper trading. Put 100x leverage on some fun stuff. See if you make some money. It's going to be fun. The guys at BitPerp, they're actually going to be doing a lot of different things than competitors like Surf. You're going to be able to do pretty much any coin that you want to do. Cat20s, BRC20s, runes, guys. They're giving you an opportunity to get really degen, and probably the perfect time too. You're going to get degen in October. So, but it's obviously perp trading comes with a lot of gambling. So just be very careful when doing it. But if you're going to do it on BitPerp. And check out the price here. We have Bitcoin sitting around $62,848. You can see this giant upward swing we had. We were right around the Fed meeting. We're at 50. I want to say like 57, and then we're up with a little bit of a dip, and then we're up with. Looks like we're gonna dip again, and then we're probably gonna see upward movement. Where do you think we're gonna be? Let's just say October 1st, Rick.
It's another 10 or 12 days. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, I think from what again, I get a lot of my information from the some of the super legends in the extra ordinal community. A shout out to Landy Degen and Noel Peter and a couple of guys in there. But anyway, they go through and say that there's some some key levels to hit, and that we might come back down and test a few little of these little bit as long as we can not dip down too low. But I think even if we get down around 59, even to 60 is still good, then as long as we don't start going down back lower than that. But yeah, I mean, I think in the next October 10-12 days, I think we go down a little bit and then maybe start shooting back up. So I would say we're probably pushing that 65 to 67-ish, maybe. Hopefully that would be kind of healthy, I think, to kind of come down a little and then get that momentum for end of the month into like you said, October rally. That would be awesome if we're anywhere above. I think that what I've heard of people 64.5 to 65 is kind of like that next level. We break past that and then it's
up. So where is your target, if you don't mind me asking? Because everyone knows me. I'm very bullish. I'm saying between $700,000, and I think once we get to like 500, everyone's going to be like, oh, we're going to $1 million. But then we're going to kind of simmer off around 650,000, 700,000, and people call me nuts, but I'm just going by gold's market cap, right? Gold has a market cap of 10 trillion, and I think Bitcoin hits that. I think gold goes up as well. I don't think gold. I think gold gets to let's just say 15 trillion, and Bitcoin sitting at 10. I think Bitcoin is the cycle where Bitcoin catches gold's market cap, and I truly believe that. What do you think?
I think there'd have to be a lot of global liquidity injected all over for those numbers to come around for all assets, gold, Bitcoin, whatever it is, and that very well might happen the way these countries are, printing and then trying to adjust for the inflation and the raising rates, dropping rates, playing around. It all comes down to it. They're going to just have to print, So
100%.
Mr. 100X is up on there. What's up?
Yo, what's up? How's it going, guys?
What's up, buddy?
Good. But
who do we have? Who's the other guest?
This is Rick G, man. I'm just a OG D-Gen who's been following Shizzy and Yagobi since when they were DeFi discussions days, and then I've been following you since you released the SHNT BRC20 way back in the day. So I'm a big BRC20 maxi like you and a few of our block and a few of our guys, but yeah, man.
I thought you just said CBRC. I was like, that wasn't me. All good. Thank you so much for the support, brother. Sorry about the shakiness, guys. I just got a bunch of errands to run today. But Shizzy asked if I wanted to come on. I said, if you didn't mind, me driving and doing it, I'll come up. I'll show up. So here I am.
Yeah, man.
What are you guys discussing right now? Sorry to intrude.
Nah, dude, awesome. I'm thank you so much for joining us, dude. Now we're just kind of talking about like the Bitcoin top cycle and stuff like that. But let's kind of, since we got the Mr. 100X himself, we got to get into some fun stuff, right? So
it's like if we're not talking about Fractal Bitcoin, we're not talking about Cat20, then what are we talking about? Because I think the market, that's all it cares about right now. It's funny, So Ken, the other co-founder of SatsPump Fund, is in Singapore, and he's at Runes 2049. And I don't give a shit if it's Runes 2049, BRC 2049, Taproot 2049. But what people are talking about at these events is not the heading of the event, which in this case is Runes 2049. They're talking about Cat 2049. How fitting is that? How fitting is that, right? Cat 2049, get it? So it's the truth. Like, this is just the buzz right now. And as a matter of fact, like, look, I think people are being a little bit salty. They didn't expect this thing to fly as high so early as what it's doing now. We still don't even got DEXs out. We still don't got much wall support out. We still don't have the real price discovery, the second wave. So it's early still. And these are literally, guys, the telltale signs of you did proper research to position yourself before the market catches up to you. This is how us small people fucking win. We're not big influencers. We're not going to get deals landing on our fucking table like that. We need to risk our reputation based off of our data on where we think the market's going to be in the next 3 months. And Shizzy, myself, and others were telling people about this 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and our data is reflecting what the market is saying today. And that is the name of the game. That is the skill set the average guy has to learn how to develop. You know, and don't get me wrong, you're not going to get it always correct, but you're going to get better every single time and learn from your mistakes. And once again, the market's telling us what we already knew.
100%. Yeah, man. So last night, Jack Liu hosted the very first Cat20 meetup in Singapore. DotSwap was there. Spider Pool was there. That was pretty nuts. And they showcased a wallet from a team that was there. So they're building, dude. Jack Liu seems to be on the ground floor, and of course, Jack Liu is an advisor for Sats Pump Fund, so it's absolutely huge, man.
I would just say something about Jack, bro. You don't have to like someone to understand that they speak with logic. And I'm not saying people don't like Jack, but you know, we can't always like the same one person or whatever, right? We have our reasons. And I'm sure some people don't really like me that much, but I think they're coming around the corner to say, hey, look, it's kind of like Donald Trump. I'm not saying I'm him, but hear me out. Like, some people might say he's a dick, but they love his policies and they like him as a president, right? I mean, some people may think Jack's a dick or I'm a dick or something, but if they're coming with logic and if they're coming with sense, you know, and it turns out to be, you know, what they were trying to tell us before, you have to respect them. So just because you don't like somebody, you can still respect them. And I think Jack is a highly respected person in this field, and he comes correct time and time again. And I really love to see him, you know, kind of holding the torch here, and he sees the value in Cat20. And remember, right, we onboarded Jack well before Cat20 was public knowledge that anybody knew. And here we see Jack on the forefront of that too. So it tells me he understands the value. And I think, like, I don't, you know, it's okay, right? The retailer, the everyday person, it takes them some time to catch on to these things, right? When they see it maybe about 10, 20 times, other people are talking about it, then they catch on. So, and it's fine. You know, everybody excels in different areas.
100% agree. Yeah, you're right though. Jack does seem to always be on like always be where, you know, it's happening, right? Being in BSV, coming to Ordinals, he brought so much. He was like, what is it? Or like he had the first marketplace, didn't he? So that was pretty insane. It looks like he's probably going to do the same with Cat20. It's going to be fun to see, especially with Cat20, and you know, we don't even know what it entails yet, right? I'm sure you guys are hearing stuff in the background using S-script and programmability and stuff like that. Is there anything you're hearing? Maybe you can kind of give us some alpha on.
So I haven't spoken to Jack since our meeting with the advisor. I got to meet up with him and ask him about a couple of things. I wish I went to Singapore now. You know what I mean? The whole reason why, so first of all, I had Singapore circled on my calendar when I came back from Hong Kong. Was really looking forward to that for right now. But then, you know, I committed to Sats Pump Fund. And there's a lot of coordinating and communicating and meetings and etc. So I felt as though going over there, being jet lag on the opposite side of the world with opposite time zones, it wouldn't be effective. But again, I didn't know they were going to have all these Cat20 meetups. And at the time, too, when I looked for Fractal meetups, there was like a couple, but it wasn't panel speaking. So this is where I would have loved to be a speaker there. But so at the time, they make sense. But I wish I could go back, and I would have definitely loved to be there, bro, to be on the forefront of this, because I feel as though that's where the latest development will be heard first, you know, down there. So it's okay, though. I could still get a lot of other things done here in Ontario, you know, through the office. Yeah. So it worked out well anyways.
So yeah, man, 100%. But yeah, so I found something, Francis. I found
What's
something,
that?
dude. It's called Bull Bridge. This is I got this my boy Block. He hit me up. He's like, yo, I was just doing some messing around, and you go to fractal.bullbridge. They haven't even announced this. I found their bridge. They haven't even announced it yet, bro. It's already you can bridge Bitcoin.
So they actually have it in the DApp section. Bull Bridge is faded off, right? So it's there. Like, so I covered that like, I don't know, a couple of days ago, but I didn't know about the actual portal to go to it. You know,
bullbridge.com. Thanks to my good friend here, Block was banging around. Block has joined us. Block and Francis on the show for the very first time.
Where the fuck is Block? Where the fuck is Block?
Yo,
Block.
I'm the golden goose.
Bro, when I do this, if you know me and I do this, that means I'm excited. You know, I'm backhanding my own self. Holy shit, Block. It's about time we meet up once and for all. This was destiny right here, so I'm glad it finally happened.
Let's fucking
How's it going, bro? Dude, I'm on the way to fucking Newmarket right now. I gotta go talk to one of my taxes, so all good. Sorry right now. But nonetheless, bro, that's some alpha there. So I didn't know that it actually was like, you know, there's a portal, you go to it, and then you can see what's about to happen. But I did see in the DApp section, as I mentioned, they have Bull there. So yeah, good shit. By the way, I had breakfast with those guys in Hong Kong. They're legit. They're super legit. Yeah, cool people.
Yeah, man, their site is awesome too. If you go to it, let me bring it back up real quick. You can actually bridge from Bitcoin to Fractal. You get BBTC. It is a BRC20. And if you look in their wallet, they have BBTC underscore, 3 underscores, and this one. So I bridged a little over. Now I have some bridged Bitcoin over on Fractal right now, and no one knows about this yet, but now the world does.
Dude, don't say nothing. Then everybody goes there, and then there's issues, and they're like, you know what I mean? They weren't ready, and then we fuck it all up. Who knows, right? But it's
don't go to the site. Don't go to the site, guys.
it's so, Block. Let me hear your take on this. So with the bridge, so I've interviewed Yahweh from S-Script, very known person on the other side of the world. BSP guys know him pretty well. Anybody involved with OpCat for extended period of time also knows him. So he's actually known. But in my conversation with him, Block, I had him on the show. He said that there will be trustless bridges, but I don't think he's working with this, right? He's working on the other side with like stablecoin of USDT, USDC coming over. But I guess, Block, this bridge here from Bull is strictly for the layer 1 assets then, right?
Yeah. This Bull network is gonna launch, I think, Bitcoin Ordisats bridge, like to bridge first, and then we'll get other BRC20s. But the real big hook is atomic swaps. That's like the big unlock for our ecosystem. It's the atomic.
I agree. I seen he also retweeted what UTXO intern said about something, and he's like, "There's no need for it." Well, that's something different. Sorry, that's what the Cat20 standard is also atomic, but that's very bullish and interesting. A lot of the criticism was that, oh well, there's nothing different here other than faster blocks, which is a big change in itself, cheaper fees. But they're talking about the actual technology in terms of things like atomic swaps, trustless bridges. And I'm telling them, I said, hey, look, haters out there, don't talk too soon because you're going to probably look really stupid, later on. Just save your bullets, let some time pass, see when things roll out, then formulate your opinion. Because you're a little bit too quick to talk right now, and it's going to backfire on you, in my humble opinion. But yeah, and I also appreciate how they're rolling things out in segments, not boom all at once. And they're just, okay, let this one go, and give the network a fair shot at holding all this bandwidth.
Yeah, I mean, they're juggling like 10 different things, right? Whether it's like a metaverse project or like pools, swaps, bridges. There's a lot of partners, OKX.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much going on. Like, they must be just swimming in it right now. Like, I can't imagine the work over there. It must be crazy. Dude,
it's so funny. I just love it. Like, what? Dude, I knew like China would have been, be inclined to accept this, but the way they're just like arms open, come here, Fractal, they're hugging it. It's just like, holy shit. I didn't expect it to be like this, like so soon. I thought it would take a little bit more, time for them to convince them, but they're on board. Even the Western side is on board, and we've been missing this for like since the glory days of last year. Like this is the first time, bro. Honestly, I don't know, maybe I'm biased, but I feel really fucking unified, and everybody's kind of like happy again. I'm excited about deploying, building, trading, and all that fun stuff. And we've been missing that for the entire of 2024.
Yeah, it's all that stuff plus like innovation that people that haven't realized yet, and like stuff that's even going to surprise us. So like that's what's exciting too. Is new stuff. And we had S-Script in our space a few nights ago, and Xiaowei was talking about forward compatibility. That like these first Like Cat20 being the first OpCat enabled token, like basically it'll be the first token on Bitcoin too, layer 1, because it's forward compatible. And that's like the big unlock that people aren't getting here. And that's why it's such a big deal. It's crazy.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, dude. Dude, if that doesn't get you like genuinely excited, you're not bullish enough. Like you don't really care about this space, bro. To me, that's wild. And I know he mentioned some sort of like interoperability capabilities when I had him on as well. But I didn't fully understand that because I feel as though that term is loosely thrown around quite often, right? But when you think about this, right, and I don't know if you guys have plans for Cat20 in the future. I mean, I'm not trying to like pry things out of you now, but you know, yeah, that's pretty cool because when I saw the other guys on BVM, I don't know if they're legit or not. I hear, you know, it's 50-50. People say they are, some say they aren't. But my point is, when I saw they had Cat20 there, I'm like, how the heck is that possible? They're on this Naka chain, okay. Oh shit, that's a Bitcoin compatible chain. Oh shit, so are we. Oh shit, we could actually have interoperable communities with the whole Cat20 stuff. And to your point, what also synced into me was, bro, when fucking Bitcoin turns on OpCat, if that ever happens, when that ever happens, at least we have, you know, if you have the Cat20 standard, you have that in your back pocket, knowing I believe the value goes up even more. But put the value to the side. What's even more groundbreaking is that shit could go down there in its fucking native form without being wrapped. Dude, that has to be the first time ever. So now you got all these other protocols trying to be the first, racing, you know, against each other, competing against each other to get there. When this fucking thing's already there, whenever OpCat turns on, all they gotta do is just have the trustless bridge, and then it's on layer 1. So it's almost like it has the potential also to be the first OpCat on layer 1. That's mind-blowing, bro. I don't know, maybe I'm too excited for no reason, but bro, that truly excites me, man. Genuinely does.
Well, imagine it cooks for like 18 months before OpCat gets enabled on Bitcoin, or even longer, and then it unlocks over there, and you have like a worldwide decentralized order book that all of Bitcoin liquidity taps into, right? That's the thing.
That's the bigger picture for sure. For sure. That's the bigger picture. So this protocol here truly has the potential to have massive trading volume across all these different chains, different communities, and it has a good shot of blowing up. You know, I'm on you with that for sure. Shizzy, what do you think, bro? Do you understand that?
Dude, first is first, right? And that's the big thing too. People don't understand that. That's a big thing in our space. And you know, it happened so quick that you had Udi come out and say "capnip," even though that was building in the background, but he had to say it because he wanted to make sure that people didn't forget about him.
more like copycat. You know what I'm saying? I just find it very strange. This guy comes out of nowhere all of a sudden when Cat20 drops, like he's fumbling everywhere. Oh shit, I gotta say something. And I don't know. Look, I don't get into this. I gotta focus on what I'm doing here. But what I'm hearing from other people, take it with a grain of salt. He's pretty much copying what they're doing and calling it its own. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know. I'm not going to deny or confirm that, but that's what I'm hearing. I don't know much about the guy, to be honest. All I know is he's been trying to raise funds for this project he's doing, the Quantum Cats or whatever the heck it is, on layer 1, and people are going to wait for whenever OpCat turns on down there for his shit to go live. Me personally, bro, like, there's so much risks in crypto already, bro. That's something I'm not willing to, I would not invest into that. I'm not funding him. I don't give a fuck. If you guys think it's legit tech, go ahead. But it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? An undetermined date. It's an undetermined date that could probably never fucking manifest. You know? Maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe not in our lifetime. Maybe fucking 20 years from now. Who fucking knows? But you want to invest into that? You got a 20-year fucking potential window? I don't know, bro. Things happen real fast in this space, so it is what it is.
Well, he just got front ran.
Well, he did. Like, if you were smart, people were smart, they would understand you could actually already create an OpCat token somewhere else, right? And then have it ready for when OpCat's enabled on layer 1 to send it down there. So it shows me people didn't really deep dive too much, like, you know, these guys like Yahweh did. But that's interesting, though, Block. You guys had that block. Be honest with me. Are you upset with me, bro?
No complaints.
Because I mispronounce I say like Ryan Gosling. That motherfucker has me all, you know, messing up your your ordinal collection there, bro. Sorry, my apologies.
Oh, Ordinals, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Bitmap Gallery keeps on trying to correct me every time I go live. He
Yeah,
literally calls me.
we took over
He calls me
Fractal.
Cross from now on. He really does.
The first 74 inscriptions on Fractal are Geese. It's crazy. We
Oh
got over
shit!
250,000 inscribed so far.
Nice, nice one.
250,000 Fractal
That's great.
Geese. What the hell are you guys doing over there, Block? Why do you have
We're
250,000 Geese?
We told people we were cooking. We were cooking hard.
Yeah, no, you're definitely up to something for sure. I'll be definitely paying close attention to you guys with the developments on how that unfolds. So Glizzy is yours, Block?
Yeah, I shipped that. We were in the spaces doing what we do in the Ordinal support desk. It's just like being in the mempool hunting for alpha. And we noticed the food meta developing. Like pizza's a thing, burgers started to mint out, and we started looking for foods, right? And we're seeing what was shipped, what's going to be next, what's already being minted. Looked up hot dog, bad tokenomics. I shipped Glizzy without thinking about it too much, and it turned into its own. It's turned into something else, right? Like it kind of.
Yeah. If you want to be in on it, you could just said, nah, bro, that's Shizzy's corner. Say, Glizzy, Shizzy, let him take all, the pressure and just be in the background chilling.
Shizzy, we're looking for a logo. You want to be the logo?
I'll be the logo, bro. Put a hot dog on my mouth. Let's go. Send it. No, I'm just
have the one with the hot dog in his mouth. I seen that gif. Funny shit.
But like Glizzy is perfect because one, it's original. There's no other chain is it. It's a freaking hot dog, so it has real world value, right? So it's funny. The tokenomics block did was actually genius. 420, 420, 420, 420, which is what is that like 420 trillion or something crazy? And I just think there's not a lot. There's not a lot in one holder. I think it's like 1% is like the biggest. I think it's perfect in so many ways that this could really be. $100 million. I mean, that's easy, right? $100 million.
What does the market cap of the top meme on Fractal Bitcoin equal? That's the way everybody needs to be questioning themselves, because I don't know if it's gonna be, but it's looking like it's positioned well, right? The distribution's good, the holder count, the velocity, momentum. So it's checking all the boxes right now for me. And then you got like Pizza Swap is imminent. It's like days away, if that. So it's like chicken and hot dog are the top pairs. I don't know where the meme goes. Like it's China's it's all in China's hands. They're all the volume, and all the momentum. Yeah. It looks great.
And I just want to tell people here, and it's not about me, but I just bring it up. But I just want to thank Shizzy and Block for not revealing any sensitive information. I did disclose to the people who I trust and I value in the space that I was the guy behind SAS Pump Fund. It was just hard, because it's like, so we have a social media guy that runs the account, and then I'm seeing Block inquiring, I'm seeing Shizzy, I'm seeing people, I'm like, fuck, I want to tell him, but I can't tell everybody, so I just reached out to a select few people, and you guys were like, probably the top 5 people knew about it. So thanks for keeping that under wraps. And speaking about China, so look, China, I don't know if they're really big into memes as much as the Western side, probably not as much. But what I realized was when .sat domains was a thing last year, China came in, they're buying that up a lot. And a lot of these lucky numbers and, limited, like very low characters. So like maybe the number 1 .sats or whatever it was. And even some Chinese. So we're going to have these meme coins available in Chinese as well. So they'll have an English and a meme coin. It's just some we added for them. If that takes off, at least they have that. Again, I thought about it. .sats domains. Why would they be interested in English characters? Right? Not as much. They're into this other stuff. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it's good to know they have that feature there, right? So listen, Block. Block. What do you think is going to happen next? Right? Okay. First of all, are you guys going to do anything with Cat20 at all? Or you're just going to be with the BRC Fractal?
Everything's on the table at this point. And Jia Wei and other guy, when they were in our space, they were talking about not only just forward compatibility, but I think Unisat's cooking some kind of integration with BRC20s and Cat20s. Like they were talking more of like an evolution. So it's like you have a Nokia phone and you can upgrade to the most modern Apple phone. That's the comparison. I think they're going to plug in together somehow. There are rumors that they're bringing Cat20 to Pizza Swap. It's further down the road. But yeah, there's a lot cooking. I'm also looking at other projects to launch, like all kinds of like creative new Cat20s that might need to be mined and stuff. Cat 721s are about to ship, I think, as well. So everybody needs to be ready for those first collections. There's so much going on.
Buddy, I have not even looked at that as yet. I think somebody, Shizzy or somebody, mentioned it. Some crazy programmability going on over there, and it's almost like it's to get your thinking cap on and be creative, man. Really and truly. Like, I don't want to say this, but this is what's been thrown out there, and it resonates with me about Fractal being this Solana. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing, a good look, or a bad look, but I mean, think about it, right? We're on layer 1, so limited to doing these things. And all of a sudden, we're having this quantum leap that gives us so much more functionality, capabilities to pretty much do whatever we can think of, right? Imaginable. And I just think that's a beautiful thing. It's almost like we got so much more freedom now. Now we're out of this cage. That's how I feel, bro. And I just feel liberated right now, seriously. So, and I'm glad people like you guys here see the same shit like me. Because I swear to God, at one point, I was like an outcast. And I'm like, does nobody else see this? And I think Block came on the show one time, and he's like when I was doing a live stream, he's like, bro, you gotta come to the support desk, bro. You know what I mean? So I never got a chance to do that, but it's refreshing to see there's other people out there who see similar things like me.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes I'm in the support desk for like 3-4 hours. It's just so interesting, dude. If you guys haven't jumped in the Ordinal support desk on Twitter, it's hard to find because it doesn't. After like 2 hours, Twitter kind of like takes you off the list. You have to actually find Block and hit the little purple thing above his name and kind of go in. So it is hard to find sometimes, but these guys kind of like that. It's kind of like a dark alleyway. You have to go down to get in. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
the Ordinal speakeasy.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, man. So I actually from my tweet that I made about the the 721s, I actually reached out to UTXO intern and S-Script, and I was like, hey, is this possible? While I was writing that thread, and they everything that I sent them, there was 2 of them that they said probably not possible over here. But everything I said, they said that's definitely possible. He's like, it's going to be hard, but it's definitely possible. And I was like, holy shit. So we might actually see some of these things. And he said some obviously are easier than others. So we're going to see Cat 721s probably by the end of the month is what I'm hearing.
So nobody was able to deploy one as yet.
So it's not out yet. So the S-Script guys are kind of keeping it. So I think you can deploy one, but I don't think it will be considered S-Script yet. Or I don't think it would be considered a 721 yet. Like their protocol. Kind of like.
Yeah, I want to ask Block something before I forget. I know when we were doing it live, I'm excited for Block here too, but when we were doing a live together, Shizzy, Block came out saying, oh my God, BRC20 works perfectly fine, guys. Cat20 had some problems and there were some issues. So I guess you're over that hump now then, Block. And like you understand, like, yeah, okay, maybe I just need to, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I guess you're more than open to it now.
Yeah, I mean, I was minting from the command line with everybody else before the mint out, like before .swap got in the game, and it was just I had concerns about how their platform ended up messing up the ability for like node runners to subscribe. But I think that's just like it was just a tiny technical hurdle hiccup. But it's just like one of those, actually like friction is bullish and that's where like all the gains are made, to be honest. So it was good experience. And yeah, I'm just super hyped up on it because like the big brains I don't know. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Trying to see what's coming.
Exactly. Good shit. Because that caught me off guard. I was like, what the hell? How is that even possible? And I think Yahweh sent out a tweet explaining something, some fragmental something or whatever. But
yeah, like the trend is your friend. I'm not going to fight the market.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. That's something that I learned before too. Just adapt to it. But I actually believe in this. Full support. It makes all the sense to me. So that's good shit. Yeah, I don't know why this GPS is telling me to go back on the fucking highway, but whatever.
We got Gizzy sitting at 58 sats. This has done a 8x since mint. Is that right, Block? We're sitting at around what, $4 million market cap for Gizzy?
For minters, that depending on the fee, at like 20 sats, it was like a 20x. So I'd say that's like a 58x already. But yeah, for like people a couple days ago, you're a 3x or something. Like I think everybody's up basically. Everybody.
Oh, somebody needs to have like a tracker for these fractal, tokens and shit, with Xers, right? Just to have it, just to have the Xers right from the mint, and I don't know, maybe secondary markets as well would be great. Just to keep track.
We got BitGod in here. BitGod's calling Block the GOAT. He said Block is goated. And then we got some Beano's always in here, and Queen Tiff in here as well. 2 Ordinal support desks members as well. So we got a full crowd in here, guys. 438 people. Shout out to you guys, man. But
nice one.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, you guys. Fuck, where am I going, bro? You guys steer the ship, yeah? Go ahead.
All right.
I'm multitasking. I just don't want to crash going 100 miles an hour on the live stream.
that would be shitty. Don't do that.
It's so bizarre. But go on. Yeah, I mean, as I said. So, Block, what do you think is going to happen next? Your wallet support, obviously, I think that's the thing, right? Going to need that for the Cat20. Listen, bro. I tell you guys right now, it's just going to get more amped and more hyped, more everything. More people are like, okay, more people are going to accept it after they do their research and realize this is the holy grail standard. If this shit can actually go to layer 1, if this shit is truly interoperable with other, Bitcoin compatible networks, which one could argue there's not that many out there that actually has, a user base. But I think that's also because the narrative or the rhetoric behind that is, any Bitcoin compatible chain claims to be better than Bitcoin, and there's this like dark cloud over it. That's the culture before. And I think right now, there's never been a time where these types of chains are needed the most, because back then with BSV or Bitcoin Cash or whatever, you never had tokens on mainnet. So I think the consensus now for people who trade tokens on mainnet are like, we need a different environment that's under other circumstances, like faster blocks, like cheaper fees, like recursive scalability, like programmability. You know what I mean? And I'm listening to fucking Roger Ver's book, Hijacking Bitcoin, and he talked about how Bitcoin Core did exactly that, and the original vision of Satoshi was supposed to be this. This is why back then, these camps who were here from the beginning, like Roger Ver, Bitcoin Jesus, big shout out to you, who owns Bitcoin.com and was one of the leading contributors to this fucking space. You could combine 10 people and they wouldn't even match him, is saying this. These guys captured it, they did these things, and they did orchestrated propaganda on social media that has the culture today saying these compatible chains, it's a scam, it's doing this, it's doing that. But these guys shifted the culture to their personal preference by now letting newcomers think this was Satoshi's vision. And if you go to the white paper, he wanted OpCat on eventually. He wanted bigger blocks. He wanted programmability. But when we come in today, we're like, oh no, that's the opposite. So all I'm saying is, we need to kind of like revisit history to see how, these narratives and rhetoric is today and why, to understand the full picture. So I don't know if I just popped off there for no reason, but does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes tons of sense to me, man. I think you're right, though. I think we wouldn't have as many of these chains if we had OpCat on there, 4 or 6 years ago, especially when Vitalik was pushing for it. Because people don't remember, but Vitalik was, he developed colored coins, which is atomicals, which is runes. I mean, that was Vitalik. Vitalik was Bitcoin Magazine. I don't think Vitalik would have left to do Ethereum if there was capabilities of building on Bitcoin back then. And I think the core devs made a huge mistake by not allowing that, because we could see Bitcoin doing insane numbers, because there could be so much hash power on the chain right now, because there's actually fees that are actually working. I mean, hash power is at all-time high, but we could see this 10x, 20x if we actually have insane amount of transactions that are going through.
I would say this, via BTC emailed me, the mining company, and they're just like, hey, we're getting ready to come to do merge mining. We'll love your advice or something like that. So and I bring that up because it's like, dude, big players are going to come in. The social acceptance is just going to grow to the consensus even more and more. So it's like what Block says. whether you like it or not, and I've been seeing this from time, this shit's just going to get bigger and bigger and proliferate. Do you got your game plan? And now, if we get into the talks of timing the market, which I don't like to do, but if Q4 is going to be this bullish season and Bitcoin's going up, and you're not prepared for this in this area, and you're in the ordinal sector, brother, you're not trying hard enough. You're not doing a good enough job, bro. You really aren't. You're missing out. These are the fucking moments you live for, bro. You don't live for the fucking tweet the next day, Ordinal Summer. Ordinal Summer. It's here. Bitcoin Summer. You live for these fucking moments, bro. So pull up your fucking socks, get to work, bank some coin, provide value. Because the time is now, you know?
100% agree. What do you think, Block?
I think we get a couple good wallets here soon, and then that DEX ships. And that's what I'm really excited for. That's when things get a little crazy. Things are gonna get really crazy.
If you had to put not like, you know, a bet with yourself, so to speak, who do you think comes up with this Cat20 DEX? I mean, it doesn't appear that Unisat's making that priority, and for good reason. They got other things to take care of. Who do you think, Block, might be a candidate for that?
Hard to say. I think that the Giga brain in this space is Yahweh. It's Ed Scripts. He knows this OpCat front and back, top, you know, up and down. So I don't know what he's cooking or if he's just providing tools, but I think that's an example of a tool or a platform that will kick stuff off. So I think that might come from him, or he might assist a project in getting that out.
Yeah, I agree. That makes sense. Yeah. By the way, guys, we're doing the first ever Sats Pump Fun Twitter space tomorrow at 10 a.m. New York Eastern Standard Time. If you want to find out about the project and the direction and the, you know, everything about us, pretty much, do join tomorrow. There'll be some alpha and some, you know, important pieces of information that everybody would like to know and would love to share with you guys.
100%.
So, yeah, just wanted to say that.
Big God, it's Block. Block, when Geese listing? Let's get it.
Yeah, so we have a block height that ends this mint that's still open. So when fees come down, I encourage everybody to like mint some Geese. I'm doing as many as I can. But having said that, Hype has like a stupid amount of indexing to do. So I don't think, like, he's monitoring it and making some adjustments on the back end to try and make that indexing as easy as possible for himself. But the full indexing won't happen until block height completion, which is a secret at this point. Having said that, you can buy these on OKX. It's hard to navigate to the link. Maybe I should post it on my profile or something. But yeah, you can buy, like, you have to sort through all of the inscriptions. But like this PFP I'm wearing, this is the first SPG on Fractal. I got Goose #1 for 15 Fractal Bitcoin this morning, basically free. Yeah. So
holy shit.
Yeah, so like that's alpha. Like, but these first 100 inscriptions, first 1,000, whether it's a JPEG or an SVG, like I'm very bullish on those first inscriptions. But yeah, it's like so you can kind of cruise around right now, but yeah, they're not indexed. Just SVG is the requirement. So
that's the only requirement. As long as it's an SVG and it's a Goose, it'll be in the collection.
Yeah, or any generator, any of the new ones, or even the old generator, they all get indexed. But it's a huge file of data that Hype has to index. It's like tens of gigabytes of JSON.
Wow.
So he's gonna sort through it, and he might even like have to sort through traits and everything. As like it's gonna be a bit of it's a lot to undertake for him. And then we have more after that. There's a reason for the cook and the number and the amount. So that's all yet to be revealed. But yeah, I was super excited to get that out there. But in the meantime, yeah, try and find that area in OKX where you can get some of these low inscription numbers, because I think they're a steal of a deal right now.
Nice one.
Yeah. I'm on OKX now. I'm trying to find it. If you have it, can you put it in the chat block?
Yeah.
So there you go. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for Fractal, man. It's beginning to feel like last year again. Last September, anything you bought last September, you were freaking happy as shit in October, November. Everything from there, absolutely insane. Goose, where I remember trading at like $100. They went to what, $2,000? I think it was. I think the floor, the ceiling was. It was absolutely madness last year, and I think we're about to see that again, just on Fractal this time, which is it's gonna be insane. Do you guys agree?
Absolutely.
I would say this. I just want to say one thing. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself because I can't overstate this enough, right? Yeah, I can't overstate this enough. It's like, have you ever tried to trade tokens on layer 1? I'm sure we all have.
Yeah.
I'm sure we all have. I think we have a fascination with that because we value fungible tokens on the mother chain. However, all of these, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't give a shit, right? So the circumstances that limits us to do these things in a sustainable way just isn't there. And I just don't know how you expect, and we will, like, I don't know any other chain that doesn't want adoption, doesn't want users, doesn't want transactions, right? So like how do we expect other people who don't really give a fuck as much about trading tokens on the mother chain as much as we do, come over here and endure fucking 22-minute fucking swap times, fucking God knows how much fucking money in fees, and that's all Bitcoin with limited to no programmability, manipulating fucking partially signed Bitcoin transactions. It just can never work. That's all. It would be like a half-baked, forced fucking system. You know what I mean? Half-baked, and we're forcing it. I just don't see how that happens. So this is why I feel as though people are starting to get over the hump, turn the corner, and go to the doctor called Shizzy and Francis to give them the remedy for their runes disease. They still got the runes disease. You know what I mean? And they don't want to see layer 1 assets, people from layer 1 assets go over here. They feel as though liquidity is going to be, shipped over there. But bro, if the market likes something that you don't, again, buddy, go fucking adopt it. It's what the market wants. It's not what you want. So that's what I'll just tell people, bro. And that's going to be the harsh reality for many people. So, and it's okay. Like, look, it may take them a bit more longer time to get over their hangover there. And maybe it's not just runes. It could be TAP. It could be everything else. BRC20s even. But at the end of the day, guys, if you don't move with it, you will miss out. And I'm telling you, I don't want to sound like a dick, but you will come and buy my bags at least 100x times the fucking price. Don't be that guy. That's all. Don't say I didn't warn you. That's all. Yeah. I'm fucking warning you right now. Yeah.
Runes disease is a tough one to get through. I've got through it, so I'm officially cured of runes disease.
The ruins,
the ruins disease. Do you guys think runes is dead? Do you think it's going to be dead? I'm curious. Black Francis, what do you guys think? I know you guys already think it was nothing, but do you guys think it'll never be something?
Personally, yeah, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but yeah, I think the answer is yes, unless they can innovate on Fractal, but they have to pivot. I don't see how Cat20 can just run and not just take all the steam out of and the liquidity out of runes, because it's got everything runes claimed is better than BRCs and more, right? It's runes on crack, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, look, everybody probably heard by now, my opinion on runes. Now, what's the good side to runes? Like, I'm trying to think of something here. Okay, look, I'll agree. Transcription. I think that's something pretty good that they fixed. Cool, but that already existed, right? What else is there? I can't even think of none, bro. I can't, and I'm really trying to. Could somebody please, Shizzy? What's one or two good things about runes besides transfer inscription? That's new and going on.
I guess nothing. I mean, obviously not nothing really. I mean, besides the fact there's two big things about runes that so Magic Eden has adopted it. Magic Eden has made it its baby. Magic Eden
but I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because BRC20s blew up without Magic Eden, bro. So Magic Eden came here because there was a market that was growing and they wanted to get market share like any business would do. That's why.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that's a big thing.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's no problem. 70% of all transactions go through Magic Eden. for now, right? So that's kind of what that is, and obviously it's Casey's name on it. Casey is a big prominent figure in the space. He was
Okay.
crypto man of the year last year. So I mean that's like the only two. I'm not defending it, but that's like
nothing
the
to
only
do,
two.
but that has nothing to do with the protocol, bro. That's
No, you're right. You're right.
Plus distracted elements, though. It's like, well, okay, it's Casey's name on it. It's Magic Eden. How did that turn out for you? Who gives a
No, it
fuck?
did turn out good. I'm not saying it turned out good. I'm just saying
But what I mean is we should never measure something's value with people, because even the greatest names like Casey and Magic Eden doesn't equate to success. It equates to the opposite. So like that, like, and I'm not saying this to you directly. I'm just saying in general, that's not something you should ever go off of. You know, even if I like something, you shouldn't fucking go off of that only. You gotta do your research on the actual underlying tech. Fuck people's names, bro. And I hope people learn their lesson now, because it don't fucking matter whose name's on something, bro. What matters is it actually fixing a problem? Is it a solution? If it's not, it's going to fail. And that's what happened.
If CC Binance said, hey, I'm building a Bitcoin layer 2, you're telling me that wouldn't be the biggest Bitcoin layer 2 that ever existed?
I will have to look at it first and see, but I will trust CC over anybody else because he's proven himself time and time again. That's why. Yeah, that's what. And bro, do you tell me KCCZ? No.
No,
Casey's more like Casey's he's more like fucking Craig, right? Than he is Satoshi.
I don't say he's Satoshi. I'm just saying he created Ordinals, which we all love. I mean, without it, we wouldn't be here.
Absolutely.
I mean, so that's just why I'm comparing it to something similar to that, and that's the only reason why I thought it was big.
I just feel as though Ruins was created because it was a big ego thing, and somebody wanted to get back attention because it was going to another person, which was Domo, and they came up with this token standard, hyped everybody up for no reason. God knows what happens behind the scenes. Everybody knew this was coming. Nobody knew Cat20 was coming. That's why it's fucking organic. That's why we're fucking liberating right now, proliferating. Everything else was pre-planned. When something's pre-planned, chances are you got a lot of insider fucking information. Okay? Anybody with half a brain could agree to at least that. When something is pre-planned, chances are there's insider information. When there's insider information, liquidity is sucked up, value is extracted, and it goes down to the shitter. And that's pretty much where we are right now. And that's fine, and I'm not trying to attack it. But you're trying to tell me my eyes are lying to me. When I look at fucking Ruins of Magic Eden, that's what I see. Is my eyes lying to me? I don't think so. Yeah. So fuck, could we all be grown-ups, have some humility, become a community, and move the fuck on already?
I think we are, though. I think everyone has. I think especially with Fractal. I think a lot of people have finally said, you know what, I'm ready. Another thing too, for the last 6 months, there was nothing to do. Runes, Runes was the only thing that was new, that was exciting. So I think that's why it had momentum.
Did you think there was going to be something to do? Why?
Because that's what we do. We're DJs. There's we can't go outside. We don't like outside.
Well, no. Let me rephrase that. Who told you that Runes was going to be groundbreaking and it's going to change everything? So they lied to you.
It wasn't about that, though. It was about trying to make as much money as you possibly can. That's what it's fun, getting financial freedom. But it was
but you're not going to throw together everything. What you threw? Most people threw their money at this because the narrative was it's way better than BRC's. It's going to be a better experience. It's a new tech, buddy. It's all fucking hogwash.
But that's the best we can do with Bitcoin. Runes is technically the best that we can do in Bitcoin, right? From right now.
I think Atomical's an SRC, bro. That's what I think.
Nobody's building over there. Like people keep saying that, but it's like 6 builders.
But we're talking. Well, how about this? If Casey fucking actually mentions it, maybe somebody would, right? How about this?
No, you're right.
How about this? But how about this? Let's talk about the tech. We're not talking about builders. Let's talk about the best protocol, right? That's what we're talking about here. It can be something that came after that's a repackaged version. I'm not trying to fucking pick on it. But again, I just feel like people need to just admit to these things. And if you never admit to it, you'll never be able to move on, bro. That's it, man. That's it. It's a lesson to be learned. That's all I'm trying to underscore here. And I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Now we have Fractal. Now we have Cat tokens. Right now we have Cat20s that are. And I'm hearing this is from UTXO intern. He said that you can bridge the Cat20s from Fractal to Bitcoin. Obviously, when they're on Bitcoin, you can't do anything because OpCat's not here. But that's pretty exciting already, to kind of see that you can already bridge Cat20s from Fractal to Bitcoin, and it's not a wrap feature. It's nothing like that. It's seamless to go from one chain, one index, or one miner to the next, right? So I think that's big, that's huge, and that's obviously groundbreaking. That we can have Cat tokens now on Bitcoin, but we can't do anything with them.
So, Block, this is what people are saying, eh? If they first saw it, they're like, oh, it's a scam. This is not going to be a true OpCat protocol. Turns out that's not the case because Unisat put the fucking Cat20 tab there in the Explorer, so they look fucking stupid. As I say, haters, just bite your tongue for now because you're going to look fucking dumb more and more. This is not it. So then we saw that. And then now they're talking shit about the indexer, right? In terms of, oh, that's impossible. You need an indexer to verify these things. They're going to be dead wrong again and look even more dumb. So it comes down to the point of when do you stop giving people credibility just because they just say things? Start looking at the motherfuckers who've been saying things that actually happens, or who has built something. You know what I mean? But no, they just go with that shit. So, and I believe like that's the next thing that's going to, when they realize, holy fuck, you really don't need no indexer. This is the only thing that's going to matter at the end of the day, I believe. Yeah. But Block, you tell me, maybe I'm tripping.
Yeah, I mean, the indexing has always been the biggest problem for BRC20s. It's the thorn in the side. So Cat20 is a little more elegant there. Minor enforced indexing, I love that idea. And it just makes sense, right? It's just an upgrade in all respects for all the protocols we already use. It's an upgrade, like pure and simple.
Yeah. Yeah, and fuck, hurry up, man. Yeah, and also, I think it's because in their defense, a lot of these smart people, and they are smart, right? There's a lot of smart people out there. They're not used to OpCat, and they're not familiar without the need for an indexer to confirm value. So when you say this, they think scam or think impossible. You know what I mean? Literally, it's like there's a new breed of red laser eye motherfuckers in the ordinal industry. The same people who are laughing at the red laser eye guys on fucking, on Bitcoin, talking about ordinals are the same people fucking right now becoming red laser eyes guys themselves. So I would just say, man, do your fucking homework. And one last thing before I go, guys, I gotta go. Is this? Yeah, no, I just pull up here. I'm just like 5 minutes late. I would say this. I see our guy over here always has a smile on whenever I talk. I know he's laughing at me or with me, but I appreciate it. I would say this. It's like with S-Script, the beautiful thing about that is when you go to their website, and I made a short little clip out of this from a live stream block, is, the world pretty much knows JavaScript, right? 99% of websites uses that. And then if they could learn TypeScript, which is very easy to learn if you know JavaScript, the transition will be very smooth. Apparently, it'll take like 4 days, a weekend, or a week to learn that. You then now could go to S-Script and put your TypeScript stuff code, and then they compile that for you into Bitcoin script. Now, I'm not saying Bitcoin script is the most technical ass thing in the world, but it's not as easy as going from Java to TypeScript. Now you go to Bitcoin script just like that. And magically, all of a sudden, you have all of this Bitcoin smart contract stuff. So what I'm getting to is outside of all the things we mentioned that we're bullish on Cat20 for, whether that's interoperability, whether that's programmability, whether that's atomic swaps across cross-chain indexes, all these things, no indexer needed. That's very important too from an adoption standpoint to have skillful people come on over if they ever had the thought of building on Bitcoin, but it seemed the barrier of entry was intimidating. A platform like S-Script makes it very easy for them to do. So I just wanted to mention that.
Well,
but guys, I gotta go.
New era here because you can plug AI and you don't even need to know how to code. So you have things like Cursor AI that just like do all the work for you, and you just say, okay, this is S-Script, learn that, learn TypeScript, make this for me, and that's where we'll be.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Block, it's a pleasure to meet you the first time on a call here and conversate with you. And thank you so much there. Is it Rick? Yeah, Rick. Enjoyed your company, Shizzy. Thanks once again. I got to go, though, boys.
Always, man.
Thank
you, brother.
10 a.m. tomorrow, Sats Pump Fun first Twitter space, guys. Join us.
I'll be there. See you, buddy. Wow. So, Francis.
He brings the energy, that's for sure.
He brings the energy for sure, man. I love when he's on because I can just like chill. The numbers just fly up. I can just chill back and say I'm working. It's kind of like it's like a union job at that point, and it's just like let the guy cook. Let the guy cook, man. So, but yeah, Block. Dude. So we have an all-time high on Gizzy right now.
Oh shit.
What can you say to the people who are fading this right now? What can you say to the people who are fading Fractal right now?
I don't even know what to say because I've been screaming it all summer. So I like what is there to say really? It's just like you got like momentum and wave of liquidity coming in, and Asia's built something really special for us to play on. Whether you like hot dogs or something else, it's just like there's a growing consensus around certain tokens right now, and we've seen. Here's the way I look at it. If you run it all the way back to last fall, for anybody that was there for that environment and that BRC20 season, some of the gains were ridiculous. I mean, rats went from 0 to 550 million in like a couple months, and now we have a better infrastructure. So logically, one could assume that these will go much higher with better rails, better infrastructure, faster chain, more degenerate trading, liquidity pools, stable coins, BTC, paired Bitcoin peg thing. There's just so many extra elements in the mix right now. So it's just like, just follow the narrative and like watch the consensus that like Asia, but also the traders in the West are building like around Fractal. So yeah, Cat20s and stuff, very hot, very speculative, very low risk, very high reward potential. But then same with these like memes, like every chain needs like some alpha meme. If it's Gizzy, like great. If it's something else, like that's just as fine too. It's more just like the traders will decide kind of a thing, and just like don't fight the trend, because and like that's another thing about Ordinals. It's just like, especially the first year, I felt like I was endlessly pivoting. Like you have to adapt constantly, and it actually gets pretty frustrating. You get burnt out from that, but at the same time, that's where like all the gains are and all the upside, and so like it's the opportunity cost of not being here is huge, and yeah, and it's just going to become this self-fulfilling thing. Like it's a cycle. It's like a feedback loop where like people make money, they're going to post it, it's going to attract traders, it's going to draw more liquidity. Unisat and all these things are going to keep building. It just is like this endless, well, I wouldn't say endless, but it's the beginning of a feedback loop that just happens to be perfectly timed for the bull market if Bitcoin really starts to rip over the next couple months. So like it's kind of holds all the cards, and like it's checking a lot of boxes right now, like Fractal is. So yeah, I don't know. People can fade on if you want. I understand the inclination to want to stay on layer one. Like I totally get that, but also, it's gonna be a long winter if you're not on Fractal. I think it's gonna be a long winter because you're just gonna have to be sidelined. It's gonna be very frustrating.
What about the guy? Oh, God, Rick, go.
No, I have a question. How or what is the impact, or how does this help the existing BRC20 stuff that's out there? Are they going to, can they adapt and cross over or make some kind of connection, or are they going to be stuck just, whatever they are for BRC20?
Yeah, so they do port over. Unisat put out like a blog last spring detailing what they call green ramps. So every token that's in the swap now should be able to be ported over. So all the people who have been stuck in that liquidity pool and stuff for like a year, they're going to be like, from what I understand, first into the new pizza swap, and they'll be able to bring their tokens over through something they call a green ramp. They're trying to make like the bridge over really easy. And then, so that's like a swap to swap bridge. And then there's the Bool network too. That'll just be, I think, adding coins. So it looks like they're starting with Ordi and Sats to be safe and make sure everything's stable. And then they'll probably just add every single coin that already exists. You can just bridge it over. It'll be a wrap version of the 4 and 5 bytes. And then they adapt, they inherit all the advantages of being on Fractal. So it's bullish for them. They're not lost at all. And I'm actually have been kind of lurking around, like looking at the market caps for like some of the sleepers, I think, that are in 4 bytes. Things like Domo, or just like words that just like it seems to me if the ecosystem grows, how can it not run kind of a thing. It's like, oh, it's the founder's name, and there's this certain narratives, and because BRC20s have token names that can only be deployed once, it's easier to pick your shots if you're like logical about it, right? You can say, okay, I'll allocate some chips here while it's like dead and quiet, because you know, like if the protocol succeeds, and like those like words like Domo will probably just accumulate attention, like they'll just draw in liquidity as like things play out. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I've been stacking some of those old bags because the crowd's not there yet, but you know that they're going to get ported over. We know that some of them will succeed. So like everything's on the table for all of the tokens. It's an exciting time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's exciting, and definitely pizza swap, right? Because now you're gonna have liquidity pools, Glizzy and Sats, Glizzy and pizza, whatever the next one is, people and pizza. It's really gonna be a really cool thing of new tokens and old tokens kind of in a mix together. If you're that person who just wants to earn the LP rewards, you would put something risky against something safe, Sats and Ordi being something safe, and something risky being Glizzy and something like that. So you could definitely see these pairings happening a lot, right?
Yeah, there's one other thing I want to touch on before I forget too.
Yeah.
There's something that's been like ignored about the swap, the old one and the new one, and the one on testnet, and it involves basically the elimination of transfer inscriptions, which is everybody's number one gripe. Is you can, and I did this the other day. I sent a balance on the layer 1 in the swap module that is locked up right now, except for the people that are in there. You can take liquidity out and you can send it to any other address that's within the swap. So Shizzy, like you want some Glizzy, and I have a Glizzy balance inside the pizza swap. I'll be able to just hit this send button. I put your wallet in and it instantly rolls over to you. I was surprised because on layer 1, the balance showed up in my other wallet even before the actual block was confirmed. So the indexer ported it over right away. It just read it.
Wow.
So really, really crazy. And then that opens up probably tools that Unisat will add later for like, send to multiple addresses at the same time. And then, you copy paste, slap like 100 or 1,000 addresses in there, and you can send balances to people, but you're paying for it not in Fractal Bitcoin, and you're not in the mempool. So, nothing gets interrupted. There's no such thing as sniping on like all these things that are like the issues with buying packs on a mempool are like eliminated, and then also just sending balances to people. And on the test net, it was only 500 Fractal Bitcoin sats. Only 500 sats BRC20 to send a balance to another address. That's like basically free, because sats is 100 million a mint. If you're only sending 500, like what is that even worth? It's like 1/1,000,000th of a penny. So Fractal's like a leap in like terms of cost when it comes to dealing with the mempool, but pizza swap's a whole other exponent on top of that in cost savings. Basically means frictionless movement of all the tokens. It's going to be wild.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I was actually talking to Raul, who's a UTXO dev. He said that on Fractal, you're able to put the transfer inscription inside the same transaction, so you can do 2 transactions in the same block. So he said that's not going to be an issue over on Fractal at all. Transfer inscriptions are basically, it's just going to look like a normal transaction. Obviously, right now we don't have that yet, but someone's going to build that, and that's going to be really cool.
That's cool too. Yeah, if you're not in the swap, that would be like a function that would be handy, because you still do have to create a transfer and put it into the swap, right?
Yep. So down the line, there's going to be people that are building on Fractal that are going to put out these type of tooling, and I think it's going to get adopted by the marketplaces, just like Unisat. So how Magic Eden, if you want to send 10, you got to go to Magic Eden, you send 10. Eventually, you're going to be able to do that probably through Unisat, who's going to have that tool in the back end.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and like because the swap's open source, there could be new swaps that are getting developed by other teams. You can also have like things, I think like platforms like OKX will probably just have the swap on their platform because it's open source. So they'll just plug into Pizza Swap and you do all your swapping maybe even in the OKX wallet. Like I know Unisat's adding the swap to their wallet. It makes sense that OKX is as well. And then you have like this huge amount of users that gets onboarded, and they can just like swap tokens pretty frictionlessly. I know in the WeChat, like the last couple of days, there have been a lot of complaints. There's been, OKX is slow to show balances, and I think a lot of guys are getting sniped. So I see it, the frustration in the WeChat. They're like, I bought something, but it's not here. Well, I think that will get smoothed out a lot soon. So yeah, just bullish.
Yeah, man. I'm curious what you think a good price point would be for Glizzy. Do you think we hit? I mean, obviously, right now we're at about $5 million market cap. Do you see this hitting 100 million? Do you see this hitting further than that?
I won't, not to talk on Glizzy specifically, but I would say whichever becomes the alpha meme or the top memes on Fractal, they should hit those market caps. They should hit 9 figures and even 10. I do see this going. Some of these tokens going beyond $1 billion for sure. Because like I said, we're going to do a multiple on last fall's run, but the coming bull cycle is going to do a multiple on what happened in 2021. So like this is going to melt. This has the potential to melt faces. Like it's gonna print millionaires probably. Some of the people that got in early. It's going to be crazy.
What would you tell the new people who don't have a bag of this, that are maybe looking at something like sausage or a derivative of Glizzy? Do you think that and that's a smart move to kind of wait for the next one, or do you feel like this is still pretty cheap on the aspect of where we could possibly go?
The current mentality in the WeChat is that, and they tell each other this, that they need to create a dragon. They say that one token has to be like the alpha token to pull all the others up. Like liquidity has to go one place, and then that lifts the liquidity on others. Because once it becomes apparent that, oh, there is a $100 million BRC20 and that on Fractal, then like these other ones that are 1 million, 500,000 smaller, they can all lift up on the same meta narrative, which is like food right now or whatever. I just extremely bullish. Like I guess I would tell those people, like, I guess Glizzy's had a run and it's probably $5 million market cap. I'm not even sure right now, but it's
about 5.
If you just measure it against recent previous history, you can kind of run some numbers. You realize, oh, Glizzy, like $5 million ain't nothing. But also, if we're going to do an exponent on those seasons, then the upside's kind of like, you start doing the math, it's kind of silly, like the potential gains on some of these. So everything's a micro cap right now, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I know. 5 million, dude. I mean, that's the same. I mean, Honk, right? BRC20, that's around 5 million, right?
Yep.
So I mean, these tokens are real babies. Obviously you're a big you were a big one in the Honk community. Do you see when the pizza swap happened? Do you feel like Honk could do something very similar to Glizzy?
Yeah, it's all dependent on narratives, and like already today I'm seeing Rabbit mint out, and I'm like, oh, this seems to be maybe the top animal token developing on Fractal. I'm just like wondering if those two narratives can intertwine. But yeah, I'm just gonna follow Asia's lead. But yeah, definitely like Rabbit's lighting up the mempool right now. It'd be the first larger mint animal.
Wow.
Which is, so if you hit the in progress.
Oh, yeah, progress, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
48%.
Yeah. And so it's like a 4 million transaction count name. And it doesn't have many contenders, right? And I don't know how many other animals there are that Asia might be interested in. It's a Zodiac animal, right? So
yeah,
I'm kind of looking at some of those old metas to maybe come back. It makes sense.
Is next year of the rabbit in China?
Ooh, good question. Actually,
we're in year of the dragon right now. That's why dragons still has little life.
I'm gonna mention rabbit.
Need to look that up right now.
That's why I was thinking rabbit was was going off, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
If that is the case, that's crazy bullish for Rabbit.
Mm-hmm. That's why Dragon was such a big hit, you know, earlier this year.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, I guess we're minting Rabbit right now because I didn't know that thing was even minting. So that'll be big. I don't know. Yeah, you're right, dude. It's a Zodiac sign. Shit.
Rabbit.
All right, let's end the stream so I can go mint some Rabbit.
So next year is the year of the snake.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Rabbit was last year.
Snake's 5 digits, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we can't do snake over here. We can do Viper.
Could do Viper. Could do Serpent.
Serpent. Serpent sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Somebody deploy Serpent, but do like a good tokenomics on it. Don't do no bullshit.
Yeah, it's out of the bag now, and I'm not ready. So someone's gonna take it. Just make sure you do the tokens right, the tokenomics.
Do it right. Do it right.
Yeah, or we can front run you. So if you fuck it up, we'll front run you. But in the words of Mr. Sheedy, get involved. But Black dude, thank you so much for joining us, dude. I definitely want to have you on again if you maybe next week or something like that. I think you're alpha and your experience in BRC20s, man. It really helps a lot of people. So
yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. Nice to meet you too, Rick.
Thank you. Yeah. Always a pleasure following you and getting the alpha from the OSD when I can pop in. So
I apologize for all the glizzy shit posting. I know it's a lot.
I love it. Keep it going. Please keep it going.
I love it. Too. I didn't get in early, but I got a little bit later, so it's all good. It's funny. Like I saw the meme Mr. BRC put up, and it was just that was comical. Seeing Shizzy sitting there with the hot dog. That was a great.
I loved it. I wasn't even mad, dude. I thought it was great. If you guys want to make memes of me, go ahead, dude. Do your thing. I love it. Mr. BRC, shout out to him.
Awesome. Thanks again for all the alpha and all the help and all the support and all the work you guys do, because I know you guys are full-timers pretty much. I'm just a part-time DJ who comes in here and tries to, grab a few things, after the IRL gets done. So thank you guys. Always a pleasure to learn and to hear all the big brains talk about the cool shit that I don't know anything about.
For sure. All right, guys. So I'll see you, Block. Rick, hang out for a second. But Block, man, appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much.
Peace.
See you. All right. I got to get into a few things. But Rick, what's your opinion on all that? Well, there's a lot going on. You haven't really said much. I'm just curious of how you feel about everything.
Yes, I mean, when they start talking the technical stuff, I just kind of sit back and listen because I use it, but I don't know how it works, So it's kind of cool to listen to these guys go deep into all the technical stuff, and a lot of it, kind of goes over. But I see where the benefits are because again, everybody liked the BRC20 at first, but then with the slow transaction, the time, all that. Now Fractal speeds up everything, and now with the Cat, everything is quick and easy and very seamless. And like you said, it's and part of the runes thing was China didn't, or the Asia community didn't like their no characters and all the the weird long tickers, and now they can have the characters, they can do the things and whatever, get back into over here quick, fast, easy. And I'm excited. Again, I don't know all the technical ins and outs of it, but I've already played around with the Cat token, got some of those when it first came out, and didn't get some of it. I guess some of those transactions said complete, and then some of them said success, and I guess the completes weren't successful, or I don't know, but I only got about half of what I tried to get. So but overall, again, me, I've always been a BRC20. I kind of like just the tokens part of it. It is now quicker, easier, and like you said, I mean, even if it takes off and does great, then that's awesome. But there's going to be, like I said, with the LP pools, Block was talking about being able to put so much more liquidity in there. It's quicker, easier, and that's what people like. Like I said, the adoption of it, I don't care how it works, I just want it to work fast. So that's just me. Yeah,
man. Well, after you get in one segment here, this is by Fluid Fridays. Have you used it yet? Have you used the swap yet?
So only because of you and Yagobi and the Ordinal Revolution, I followed your instincts long ago. Follow Fluid, followed them on Twitter, used your platform, got the tier 1 pass dropped to me.
Oh, you got
So
a black one?
whoa. I got the tier
Congratulations.
1. Yes, I was pretty stoked about that. And yeah, so then I just, of course, followed your alpha about what it was earlier this week or last week when you
Yeah.
said about staking. So I
Yep.
staked my Billy Cat in there. And
Nice.
I know it might have not been the very first day, but I think it was the next day because I know I was pretty early. It's been in there for, I almost say, over a week or so, I think. So yeah, so I got one Billy Cat. You see, I got the Billy going on right here anyway. So, yeah, but I've used it. It's cool, and I like the staking aspect of it. I've talked to some of the founders who may be interested in using that platform, like you said, to stake and earn some rewards.
I mean, it's stupid not to. I mean, you can put anything you want here. You can have, Block and get the Goosenal staked. You basically get anything, and then you kind of give up a reward. Let's just say you minted a token and you want to give that token as a reward. Anyone can come in here and do this. So obviously, it's super simple too. You kind of go in here, you go to select Ordinal. I think I have one Billy Cat that I don't have staked. Zip, there it is. So you pick Billy Cat number 2 that I own, and I'm going to stake it. And it's real simple, real easy. And okay, so I was talking to Raul, and he's going to add more Billy to the thing. So right now it's I think it's 100,000 Billy to the pool, but it's like 500 Billy per Billy Cat right now. So, but he's going to, or $500 billion cat to each Billy Cat right now, but he's going to up that. So he's going to I'm not sure exact number he's going to do, but he's going to up the reward. So if you're like, hey, I'm not going to stake now, there's too many cats in there, the reward's going to get a lot more. And what he's going to do too, that eventually down the line is going to have a donate button. Let's just say you want more people to get their puppets staked. I usually see a thing where it says puppets and only 6 people. And you can actually donate something to that prize pool so that where people that are staking actually can earn more. So they're going to be able to do a lot more with this. And you can see my Billy Cat is officially staked, and that's how simple, seamless it was. Fluid's doing a great job, and I think the staking mechanism is going to be bigger than pretty much anything else.
Oh yeah, I love it. And again, it was super fast, super easy for me, just like you just did there. Literally click, done, over, and that was it. Yeah, very simple. I had a couple of them. I stuck one in there, like I said, just to try it out, see what's up, get a little rewards down the road. It's all good.
Yeah, man. And for you guys too is if you do have a pass, you will be able to stake your pass next week. So it's cool. What he's going to do, he's going to give you Bitcoin. So he gave you a free pass. And now for the 1 month, you're going to be able to stake for 1 month. So easy, it's 30 days. You're going to take your pass, drop it in there, and you're going to earn Bitcoin for the first month. And then once that is up, he's going to have you go into another vault, and you're going to be able to, that's when you will earn, that's going to be 3 months, and you're going to earn the FLDT token, which is a Cardano token that'll eventually be a rune and maybe something else. I'm trying to push him in the Cat20 direction, but let's see what I can do there. But at right now in the beginning, it's going to be potentially a rune. And then eventually, I mean, you can probably take it over and do some stuff over on Fractal with it as well. If you can probably make it, let's just say he makes it a Cat20 in Fractal and a rune in Bitcoin, and you can swap 1-to-1. So there's so many opportunities for Fluid right now, and being UTXO devs and being as good as they are, because Cardano is UTXO based. So it was easy transition to Bitcoin and easy transition to potentially Fractal, adding OpCat. He did tell me that he was playing with OpCat this weekend, and he said that it was absolutely fun. And when he says that, it means he already created some really cool stuff. So he's not putting anything out right now, but he's building there.
That's the alpha. If you can stake a Billy Cat and then get some, Cat20 something in there, that would be super sick.
100%. He says, I tweeted, we did something. This is how you create a listing of runes that can be partially filled with OpCat. So they're basically saying here that they're messing around with it with OpCat, and they could potentially put, what's wrong with the swap, right? The swap is like it's all done LP, so it's obviously not centralized like DotSwap. You basically go to the swap. You put a liquidity. You say I want to sell my rune for this much Bitcoin, and you put it in. And then I can come in and I can grab a little piece of that if I want to, but then I have to wait for you to come back to your computer and press, and you have to sign it on your side. With OpCat, you can pre-sign it. So as soon as I say I want that, now it's gonna be seamless, done in seconds in one transaction, boom. So that's the difference between OpCat and layer one. What these builders can do. Potentially Fluid, trying to get him to make a swap on Fractal. He's not 100% for it yet, but if he does, it's going to be probably the only permissionless one actually on Fractal and not in the modular system like Pizza Swap.
Yeah, that makes sense, and that would be awesome. Yeah, so again, smoother, faster, easier, seamless. That's the way that everybody will enjoy it.
100%. So, and that's it too, guys. So if you do just want to check it out, you can actually get some Rune as well. They got this thing called Galactic Goods. There's only 8 stakers, so this prize pool is actually pretty big. So if you guys don't get in here, active stakers 8, I mean that's like a 1,000 APY right now. But obviously, the more people get in, the less you get. So I don't know. I'm definitely looking into getting maybe some Galactic Goods just so I can stake it and I can earn more Galactic Goods, right? Or runestones. 45 runestones have been staked. So that's pretty insane. But yeah, runestones, you're getting 600,000 dog. So that's a lot of dogs. So, but guys, check out fluidtokens.com, staking. And if you are someone who has a project, it doesn't matter how small, how let's just say it's a tiny little project worth like pennies on the market. You can get those staked and you can create a rune and you can give it to those people. You can reward your community for holding your asset, locking it into a vault, guys. And the best part too is like Fluid's not holding your asset. Fluid is not, let's just say you put in BillyCat. When I just lock my BillyCat in there, Fluid doesn't get it. They can't take that out of there. That is locked to a certain time point, but they indicate how long that's going to be locked for. But you agree to it when you sign your wallet. So that's another big thing as well.
Very cool. I like the whole platform. I heard about it at least 2-3 months ago from you guys. So I've been messing around with it for the past 90 days, and it's very nice.
Yeah, I'm so glad you got one. I'm so glad you got one of the black ones because I got one black one and I got a few other wallets that I got the smaller tier ones. But I'm gonna lock them all up, and I'm gonna be buying them off the market once he announces the time for staking, because I want the FLDT token. I think Fluid is going to be something special here, and I think having their token, which is a Cardano token, so you get exposure on that side as well. So I don't know.
Hey, like you said, it's basically an airdrop from an airdrop, because I got your pass long ago, and then that's getting me more airdrops, which then gets me more airdrops. So I mean, win. The Ordinal Revolution, nothing but wins.
Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate that. And that wraps up Fluid Friday. But Rick, man, thank you so much for joining me. I know we both kind of just sat back and let Francis run the show. Like I said, that's the best for me. I'm just like, go, because I get Francis type of numbers, and I just sit back and love. We got 1,300 people in here. Rick, man, what do you want to say to the people before you go?
I just say, again, just hang in there, like Block said, and stick around. Even just playing around a little here and a little there. Don't fade the Fractal. Don't fade any of these new things. Sure, they all might not go to a million X or whatever, but you're going to get rewarded one way or another. Either by being early or by getting airdrops and things like that. So just stay consistent. We had a long, grueling summer, and I think, like you said, for people that hung around, that stayed in the game, so to speak, we're going to get the rewards in the next couple of months, and just keep playing with all the new stuff. Try out the bit perps, try out the Fluid tokens, try out the bitmap communities that they're doing crazy stuff building over there. Try out all the new protocols, the cats, the fractals, whatever else is out there. So it's great to try out the stuff, and that's what I like doing. I like just trying out things. And then you said typically you get rewarded for it, and so it's fun. Other than that,
where else can can you get rewarded constantly, man? But
exactly. But also because this is the time of the bull run when all the scammers, all the BS comes out, because number goes up, a lot of liquidity, people start getting FOMO hype. So even though we're looking like we're good times around the corner, always stay vigilant. Do not click scam links. Double check, people. You know, don't DMs, don't fall for any of that stuff. You know, you can't say it, you know, more and more and more, but it is really, this time of the season is going to get worse, and you're going to hear about more scams and more hacks and things. So just stay vigilant, you know, follow the OGs, and don't rush into things. Kind of, you know, take a step back. You know, don't get the FOMO, don't get overhyped and start clicking, and because you go too fast, and you know what you do, you screw up, and then you lose something. And then, so yeah, so just take it easy and enjoy the gains when they come.
100%. Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate you, my friend. And
peace out. Have a great weekend. Thanks.
All right, guys. I just realized I didn't do roll call today. First is first. We got Mr. Profit. He says a stack. So shout out to Mr. Profit. He was the first comment today. Appreciate you, my friend. You are out there grinding every single day. I appreciate you being here. Even though we're not huge stack people, you still show up every single day, and that means a lot from us here. So I kind of want to hit on the roll call. We got Bro DT in here. Tink, you've been here every day, bag lady. We appreciate you, Tink. We got this guy saying Glizzy. I wish I could read your name. Ho is in here. Shout out to Ho. Bit Alpha. Let's see. NFT Pope is here. Let's see who else was here today. Spessy was here. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Poo. Zahid was here. One of our mods. Appreciate Yasher every single day. Mike's World is in the building. WebDro is here at 450x. PJNZ. Reziac was here. Mempool. And then the twins. Ordinals Chips and Ordinals Tweets. Shout out to you guys. Rick G, he said the witching hour, talking about that mint looked really good. Shout out to anyone who minted the Taproot witches. Ricardo was here today. Batasu AI, Danny Boy, Lucky, Lukey, Choda, SPI, Akala, Mats was here. Mr. Sheedy was in the building. 4D Culture, Patty Poo, DeLorean, Chain Watcher, LSR, Queen Tiff. I love Queen Tiff. Scene Menson is here. KDN was here. No was in the building today. Disclosure Crypto, Kai Effect, Nighthawk. Shout out to Nighthawk out there, Ubering all over LA at night. Shout out to you, my friend. Google Me B. James Stacks is here. Zeno is here. Bay was here. Joko, my man Joko. Let's see. D Love here every single day. We appreciate you, D. Mike Swirl, I said you. Paul.Sats was in the building. Bitmap News. Vamos, El Salvador. Yeah, one day, man. One day I'm going to be moving there as well. I'm going to be with you. Slim Bino, Kai Effect, Sixes was here. BitGod. The BitGod entered the building today. His first time in the comments. Shout out to BitGod. Matrix Coin was here. Uniworlds was here. Pens Casilla was here. Hong Kong. A lot of the Goose showed up for a block, man. The Goose follow block. Ant-Man was here. Steve Verse. Shout out to Steve Verse. What's your question, Steve? He said, Shizzy, what do you think of MEX? Miners Exchange is a topic in Singapore. Jack was speaking. Yes. I need to do more research into that. Last night was the first time that I ever heard that, but it sounds really interesting. Trait was here. True North was here. LSR was here. Let's go. Mike Bennett was in the building. Shout out to Mike. KDN. Wonder Shorts. Phoenix was here. Shout out to Phoenix. Glizzy is the best. Yeah, Glizzy is sitting back at an all-time high. Let's check on the Glizzy. Let's check on the Glizzy Explorer. Show my screen here. BRC20. Glizzy. Let's see where Glizzy's at. Is Glizzy over 70? Is Glizzy over 70, which would be a new all-time high for Glizzy? And, just about there. Not much of a wall, guys. Not much of a wall. Take this to 70 so I can show it on my show. We got, let's see who else was here. FO was here. Don Juan was in the building. Let's go, Don Juan. Ordinals for Life. Thiago was here, my guy. Here every single day these days. Roaming No Man was here. Let's go. Let me have trending news. Tom T. How many Sea Grizzly did? Yeah, Tom. Let's go. Monty is here. If I missed you, I do apologize. A lot of names here. We got so many Geese in the building. Got Matt's in the building. Red Juan is here. Let's see. Then we have Kai Effect again. I'll say Kai Effect a million times. My guy right there. Rune Bit was here. Let's see who else. Matt's. I think I said you once before. And I think it's at Bye Rick G. We got ICU saying bye to Rick G. Batapusa was here. Bitmap Gallery hopped in at the end with the honk and funny IoT. Shout out to everyone today who made the roll call. And guys, if you wouldn't mind going to check out ordinalrevolution.com. Ordinalrevolution.com has some of the best articles, guys, in the business here. If you guys know someone just entering the space, please send them to ordinalrevolution.com. We have some of the best articles. And we also have a store if you're interested in merch. We're going to be adding some Gizzy merch. We'll add some more Ordinals merch, but we already have some amazing Ordinal stuff. Look at this Ordinal shirt. If you rock a Ordinal shirt, let's go. Billy Cats, Not Bullish Enough, hats, school bags, everything you need from the Ordinal Revolution store, guys. And that is done through a third party. So we do not see your address. We do not see your name. None of that. It is all done through a third party. We actually did a deal with them to where we see nothing. We see nothing at all. And guys, check out our partners. BitPerp. I talked about them earlier, but they are going to be a legendary perp DEX on the Bitcoin layer 2. BitPerp's going to be doing a 2-week trading period that's coming up, guys. It's going to be fun. It's going to be paper trading. So you can earn points by paper trading. It's free. It's going to be amazing. So check out bitperp.io and then Ordinal Hive. We had Fonzie on the show yesterday. Fonzie is going to be building an aggregator for Ordinals, potentially on Fractal, but on Merlin as well. And it's going to be big. Check out Ordinal Hive. It's beta.ordinalhive.io. And then we got Fluid Tokens. Just talked about them earlier as well. Fluid Tokens are building not only a swap, not only a borrowing and lending, but now staking. Check out their staking protocol. Verothium DEX, man, these guys are building. You can now stake your BRC 420s over there on Merlin. These guys will be the leading DEX, in my opinion, on Merlin. They're going to be building on bitmap.game as well. So when you do a swap in bitmap.game, you're going to be doing it through Verothium DEX. So shout out to them. And then Foxy's, check out their Bitminer. It's going, you will be able to get your hands on one starting Monday. They did have a delay from Mscribe, but Foxy is going to be a metaverse in Bitcoin, you guys. You're going to be able to build on your bitmap. If you get one of these Foxy miners, you can put it on your bitmap, and every day you can come and you can earn tokens. Just all you have to do is go to their website every single day, activate your Bitminer, take your rewards from yesterday, and move along with your life. Foxy is going to be something special over here. So check out all of our partners, guys. BitPerp, Ordinal Hive, Fluid Tokens, Verothium DEX, and Foxy. And guys, we are live Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific, and 3 p.m. UTC. Check us out all week, guys, and have a great weekend. We will see you guys Monday. Yagobi will be out Monday and Tuesday, so I will have some more guests. Maybe Block again, maybe J25, maybe Francis again. Who knows? Who can pop into the Ordinal Revolution, guys? So check us out all week next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But until then, enjoy your weekend. And I might pop in this weekend for a live, maybe do some members video if you're thinking about becoming a member. We do have members only videos. I know, guys, we didn't put one out this week because Yagobi has been traveling, but I'm going to do one this weekend. Check out for that. Maybe a members only live as well. So if you're not a member, think about becoming a member too. And guys, I'll see you Monday, but you'll probably see me before that. But I'll talk to you guys and see you then. In the words of Yagobi, peace.
We OG, oh no, G. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to Olo, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to Olo. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Rooms is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit found fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, lock it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nookies on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls. Bet I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. Started Satoshi's nothing above me.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. Peace. Oh, I had to get my car fixed, and I forgot to hit end stream. So we're back. We're back and better than ever. Appreciate you guys hanging with me and getting my car fixed. See you guys. Peace.